Okay. That is like a very uninteresting shot right now, but it will get more interesting in just a few moments. Hello and welcome to Grace and Lottie's Elizabeth here. I'm going to be swatching some more because I need to get this job done. So it's one of those days that you guys are just going to get to work with me. So it's what I need to get done. Okay, I'm getting texted. Update on something, no big deal. But I have these sheets. These are some of my swatch charts that will be going up over on the Etsy store, as well as the coming my store. I'm saying it out loud, so now I'm going to have to finish it because it's been sitting in the works for a while. Wrong folder. Get the right folder here. So those of you who have been around saw that I did a different swatch chart on here. Here is where I need to show what has already been done. A lot's been done so far on these. But it wasn't just that one. I didn't just do the one that came with it. Here we are. Got the right folder. I'm going to have, this is the tray order right here. So this is box order. Right here. So this is coming, we'll zoom up just to here so you guys can see it. So this one, this is just the straight dots right here. It's funny because they end up taking the same number of pages. I would think the gradient would take more pages, but it's actually about the same. It's just one of those strange things. Then I've got just the numeric order. So let's pull over here the numeric order. Another one difference that I did here with the numeric order, this one takes up a lot less room because I don't have to try to put in tray 1, tray 2, tray 3, but I do put in where you can find this pencil. So this would be tray 1, spot 29 on it. So if you're looking at this and going, I like these, where do I find that pencil? I answer that question on here. So hopefully it's a little more usable than the one that came with it. And then I have the gradient done for number order here. Also has the addresses on them. It takes up fewer pages. This is 8 pages. The one that I am working on, oh, I've got one more in here too that needs to go live. I was like, what are the other pages in here? I have those sheets done as well. So when I get to uploading these, I will have quite a few to upload. And it'll be a big shop update with that. So exciting there. But I got to get this one done. I'm like so far behind. So that is what I'll be working on today. So Shrubs just texted. He's sharing some news that I saw after I left my networking event today. But so hey Mandy, hope you're having a good day. Getting ready to jump right in here because I've got a lot I have to get done. I have a meeting at 3 that I have to go to. So hopefully get quite a bit done. So survived all the rain. It did not get bad here. I am Central Tennessee near Nashville, but Eastern Tennessee got nailed. And I have family up there, so. So that occupied a lot of my weekend, was just following what was happening up there, trying to stay in the loop. I did going through my books. Oh, sometimes it's fun to go through. Like, I'll go through my old coloring books, and like I will find pages that I remember doing them when I see them, but like until I see it, I totally forgotten that I did it. So, okay, it's official. I'm just seeing this that Iran is firing missiles. Okay, not going to talk about that here. It is happening. Not a political, and I do not want it to be political. But for bingo props, oh, okay. Yeah, my family is all safe, but it was not easy. My sister's gonna be has a trip coming up soon, and it's like trying to get from where she is to where she needs to be. It's gonna be a very interesting route. So just a giant mess. I went so back years ago. Shrubs and I did Katrina relief, and we went down, and we were there 6 weeks after the hurricane had hit. So we weren't there immediately. And 6 weeks later, it was still like, it was, the best way to describe it is like the biggest mess I could imagine. And just the thought of, where do you even begin to clean it up? You know, it's like, have you ever had a mess that big in your house? You're like, I don't even know where the best spot is to start with this. Like, but it was just everywhere. And there was one area where the way a Kmart sat, the water just came up and in and came in the front door and out the back door. Like, it was just straight through the Kmart. And it took all of the plastic bags, you know, those little awful plastic bags that they have at stores, and just blew them all out. And there were just plastic bags everywhere. It's just like in the trees and the, like, it just spots where you couldn't even reach. You're like, how, like, it. And one of the things that wasn't super covered, I am noticing how dark this looks for you guys. It's funny how it's coming through because my view isn't as dark. I need to turn your brightness up a little bit if you're watching. Because YouTube's broadcasting it a little dark. And if I adjust camera now, it just makes a mess of everything. But one of the things they didn't cover with Katrina was that they had this giant storm and the storm surge, and the water just did crazy things, like really, really crazy things. Like, you don't know how it all worked. Kind of like tornadoes do crazy things. And then after the storm surge left, it didn't rain. Like, they got no rain. So you think about it, all that water that came in the storm surge, and this was not quite in Louisiana, we were in Alabama, that salt water just dried on everything. And so the plants hadn't gotten rinsed off after it. And so the plants were struggling just because they hadn't gotten any rain, they hadn't gotten cleaned off, and the ground was all salty. That was metallic army green. Next is ginger green. I actually really like this color. It's really vibrant, and it's a strange color to like as much as I do, but it's like I feel like it's super nice and bright. This is light matcha. It is a very good description of this color. Thanks for the hearts. Dark yellowish green. Let's see how yellow it is. pretty yellow. Not a lot yellow. Next, mint green. This one's a lot more silver. It does have that really cool, because it is so silver, it has a nice cool feel. Metallic leaf green, back to the bottom. Metallic matcha green. I've never really been curious what matcha would look like as a metal. In case you're wondering, here it is. Next, leaf green. Hey, Angela. Hope you're having a good day. Next, mint. Fruit green is next. Next, jungle green. Next, jade green. 127. That's a nice little, slightly blue green. It makes the dark yellowish green look really yellow. Next, lawn green. Okay, lawn green done. Parrot green next. Medium sea green next. Next, parakeet green, 275. Next is coconut green. Next, foliage green, not foliage, foliage. This is one of the funny misspellings here. Okay, and now clover green. Okay, bean green. Oh. Just had an order over on Etsy. Let's see if I can tell which set it is. Oh, for the Staedtler Design Journey. Those are a good set of pencils. I was very surprised and happy with them. I actually won the set I have. I entered an email contest, just submit it, like click an email thing, for Johanna Basford, and got one of her books and that set of pencils in the giveaway, and it's actually quite lovely. So I reviewed them because I was like, I was expecting them because to be like the Staedtler Norse, like the Staedtler Norse pencils. If you guys have heard me talk about them before, if you are regular here, but I think the Staedtler Norse has some of the best hand feel of a pencil. Like when you hold it, it feels very satisfying. The color laydown makes it the LaCroix of color pencils. It is so light and so, I mean, it's nuts how like you can see the color, you see the core on it, and it's like it just barely lays down any color. You can do layer after layer after layer, and it just doesn't build. It doesn't. It's like it's impressive how pale they are. So if that is your style, perfect pencils. Okay, next, metallic blush green. I'm feeling they meant bluish green. I actually wrote bluish green here. It says blush green, so I'm going to have to fix that real quick. Because I go by what the pencil says. Okay, I've already fixed it. It is fixed. I must have accidentally mistyped that on the others. I have a feeling that's what was meant by this one. I don't think most people metallic forest green. Okay, 119, grass green. Field green. Hey, Mama Bear, welcome in. Dark green. Today, everybody's just here while I'm working on some things. I need to get these done so I can get them up in the shop. Next is teal. Pretty self-explanatory. Next, we have mineral green. And see, now we have bluish green. That's why I really think the blush green is a typo. Light olive. pale green. Green. Next, army green, and then it will be, with one left, it is Prussian green after army green, and we'll be finished with this tray. Almost halfway. This is one of their 13 trays in this set, so tray 7 is the halfway point. Prussian green. Okay, that tray is done. I'm gonna stretch. My shoulder is not happy with me right now. I'm gonna put that right here. Okay. That's kind of funny. My last 2 orders have been the Staedtler Design Journey. Not a super, like, out there brand of pencil. Looking at that. Okay, next tray. This one's got some blues and greens. We'll make makes the transition from blue to green. You can see it right here. Hold on just a moment. Okay, after that coffee, I'm going to take a quick break, warm up my coffee, be right back. back. Coffee's warmed up. Did I miss the bingo prompt? No. Somebody was going through looking for bingo prompts in books. So. That would be interesting with these colors. Make bingo cards with different colors on them. You can download a card, see if you get bingo. That is an idea. I need to write that down. I'm looking for my notebook. My notebook isn't here for writing ideas down. Ah! Well, I'll just have to hope I remember that one. Because then that'd be a fun idea for the Swatch things. Like because it's not that hard to create bingo cards. There's a bunch of great websites out there. So I can just, and I have a spreadsheet with all of these on there. So. Okay, so this one, as I said before, is the transition tray between green and blues. So nice little greens and blues coming out here. We'll go through those teals. And it is very blue by the end of the tray, like solidly in the blues, not, is this kind of green blue? No, they are blue. So, jump in. We're going to start with sea green. We did dark sea green, or no, medium sea green. This is regular sea green. On the previous page, so it helps to be on camera. I caught that one pretty quick. Professional YouTuber here, guys. As I checked, I said that and I immediately checked to make sure my mic wasn't muted. It's not that hasn't ever happened before. Next, vivid green. Such the pro. Yes, my mic was not muted. I moved the page before I got yelled at in chat for, we can't see. It is relaxing. Getting to do the Swatch charts is very relaxing. I would not call this vivid green. Personally, this shade. Person and whoever named this one and I have very different definitions of vivid green. Next is cyan green. I think this is a great name for this color. If you were to mix cyan and green together, this is a pretty good representation of that color. Good color. I think that one gets a seal of approval. Next one. Okay, green. I did not have this one. This one would have been very, very interesting back when I did my colors. Because I did just plain green over the summer when I did a color comparison. This green would have definitely been an outlier in those. Look at that. That is like, do I have normal green? Out. I'm looking as like the Crayolas are not. I have Prismacolors out right now, and Prismacolor doesn't have like just a straight green. It's like grass green. What I would say is they're close to just like, you know, the Crayola basic 8: green, orange, red, blue, violet / purple, brown, black. There's we go. Not what I consider when I think of green. However, this next one is very well named, matcha green, and I would say that looks like a great matcha. Yeah, not what I. Except again, light turquoise. Light turquoise. I think that's a beat. That's. I see it. Next, mint green light. Also looks pretty much like it says. Okay, next light aqua green. I might swap this one name-wise with light turquoise, but still, it's what the color is. It falls under aqua. Next is Kalour green, in which this is the one where they fully capitalized Kalour, put it in all caps. Kalour blue is not in all caps. So. Okay, light emerald green. Down to the bottom here, turquoise blue. Next, I love this word, azure. I think azure is a great word. So hello again. Angela, I hope you're having a great day. Don't you guys think azure is just a great word? carnival green. Lake green. This is super helpful. I keep walking between the 300 set and this one. Okay, any advice would help. Okay, a 520 set, just by definition, is going to be a little bit difficult to work with. Just because they take up a lot of space. Finding the right colors are typically a little bit difficult. But if you are like me, and you want all the colors because you just like to have all the colors, then I would go for the 500 set. The price difference isn't huge. I know that on Amazon it was on sale even, so they were even cheaper. So that's where I go with that one. However, for basic coloring, there isn't a huge need for 520 pencils. I can create a great piece here, and I can show you guys some of this right here. Pull up. If I can, oh nope, they're buried. I think, or no, they're not. Okay, right here. You guys are gonna get a sneak peek. It's gonna be in black, so my camera may be like, I don't like this. But right here, I am creating that with 24 colors, and so you can see that it isn't a huge deal to not have a crazy number of colors. However, I like having a great, I don't know a person who likes color pencils who doesn't like having a lot of colors. And considering these don't come in open stock, you know, if one of these greens go out, let's say my carnival green dies, this azure is close enough that it's gonna do a good enough job. Just like this light emerald green and cyan green here are close enough that I can sub the pencils for each other, and it's not going to make a difference in the piece. So that comes in helpful there. So it does depend a little bit on what you want specifically and what are your goals with getting the sets. If your goal is to have all the colors, then get the bigger set. If you're like, no, I just want to get some pencils and I want to use them, I would say just get the 300 and be knowing that it'll cover the basics. So yeah, the other one was done with Prismacolors, and I can buy open stock. Like those come complete in open stock. My Progressos, this is, oh, my favorite set of pencils in the entire world. I'll pull them out right here. I can reach them. I go to these more, like a ton, on my own. Holy shit. This set right here. It is 24 plus I have a silver and the gold in it. I threw these in. These put them in a different tin because they store a little bit better, because these are woodless pencils, so they're a little iffy, like for strength, like they tend to break. But I adore this set. This set of colors right here, I have never been at a loss for being able to create what I want to create with them. So, and that's only 24 pencils. Just because they curated the color list that well that, like, oh yeah, if I combine this and this, I can, you know, blend those to get it. So I have not tested these pencils yet for blending, so I cannot attest to whether they blend well or not. If these do not blend well, then you kind of lose that ability, so having more colors will be super useful, whereas the ones I was showing blend great. So, although I will say I do love my 150 set of Prismacolor, even though I can get away with 24. There are a couple colors that aren't in the 24 set that is like, ooh, I lean on that pencil a lot, and I don't have it right now. One of the things I want to do is I want to kind of create out of the colors that I use the most and be like, this is my ideal set, and really put that together. Yeah, I don't know anything on the blending with these yet. How they respond with Gamsol, how they respond with blender pencils. I have not tested that. That is the next step after I get them all swatched, because this is the long process. Those things are fast. Getting to do those little tests with them. And that'll be in the, like, I will do an actual, like, full review video after I've gotten all of that done. There's a little birdie twerty tweeting outside. You can hear it. Sounds really sweet. Phthalo green, a Bob Ross color. Another fun word, like trying to spell phthalo. P-H-T-H. That's at least the phthalo green on for Bob Ross was like more green. Maybe I'm remembering it wrong. That's very possible. Next, light sea green. Almost at the halfway point. When I get to the top of this line, I will be halfway done with this set. Looking at my day, this could be tomorrow's live stream as well, just because I've got to get this done. Prussian green, but the metallic version. I'm not a huge fan of metallic color pencils, just because I have other mediums that I find I like the metallic effect better. So when I'm coloring and stuff, I don't typically use metallic pencils for that. I prefer to use, like, coming back in with gel pens, or depending if the medium allows. I have these pearlescent color here and some others that are watercolor or even acrylic paint on top, depending. I just find I like that better if I want that type of effect. So just my feeling with them, I feel like when you're coloring something that, like a gold pocket watch, the gold color pencil isn't the best option for creating a gold effect. So I understand with the set of 500 pencils that you expect them to be all of them, and they are typically that a brand offers. I have found that there are some colors like in the macaron set that are not listed in this one, so I don't know if they're different names or if they actually are different pencils. Part of me's like, do I need to get another set of pencils to find out whether they're the same or not? But so metallic silvery blue. This is a very apt description of this pencil. It is a metallic silvery blue. And when this one finishes the halfway point, halfway done. Whoa, halfway there. Oh, living on a prayer. Take my hand and we'll make it all swear. Oh, living on a prayer. Halfway song. Okay, next we have Dutch blue. Hold on just a second. I'm going to get an expert. I'll be right back. Okay, my guest expert is going to be here in just a moment, so we can figure this out. Because she can give a very good opinion on the next color. We'll wait just a second here. Oh, we go ahead and we can put it down. Okay. So you have to talk kind of in my microphone here. But
a microphone.
Okay. So the next color is Dutch blue. And I figure you're an expert because you were a former Dutch employee from Dutch Bros. So thus, you can tell me, as I color with this, does this actually look like Dutch blue?
Okay, just looking at it, I'm kind of worried because normally Dutch is a brighter blue. It's like a very, very super blue.
Honestly, this pencil, they haven't all felt like this. This one kind of feels like I'm coloring through a Kleenex. It's like it's not like I feel like I'm trying to get it to lay down and it's not laying down. It's kind of strange.
I fear it's not like pigmented.
So that is not Dutch blue, is what you're telling me. Okay.
That's like a Swedish blue.
Got it. Thank you. Okay, there you go. An expert who knows Dutch blue because she saw it quite a bit. Staring at it with their lids and everything else stuff. Dutch Bros coffee shop, if you are not familiar with them. They're spreading out everywhere. They're kind of like, I say they're hitting a market that a lot of coffee shops don't necessarily go after, in that they tend to kind of go a little more after guys in what they offer, but also a very younger demographic than a lot of standard coffee shops. So anyway, metallic cyan blue. That feels like a very much a blue. We do have metallic primary blue coming up, metallic indigo. Another word I like. We've had azure and now we get indigo. Kind of makes me think of blue jeans. So. He's barking. Next is metallic cypress green. A shade I've never really thought, I wonder what that would look like in metallic. We've had several of those in this set, so. Like when Billy Madison draws the blue duck from Miss Lippy, because he's never seen a blue duck. I'm realizing it is October. So I could watch the Herbie movie that he made to make the world's worst movie. So now we got metallic primary blue. Lottie is like, okay, I'm gonna have to go take care of her. I'll be right back. Dog is taken care of now. There was a squirrel in her yard, and so clearly because there was a squirrel, that squirrel by nature is causing mayhem. Metallic primary blue now. There is also a metallic blue. Next, metallic sapphire blue. It's really leaning into the metallics here. Okay, next, metallic pale violet. metallic blue. Okay, next ocean blue. This one doesn't feel good either. It's a little scratchy. It has a weird feeling. Next, clear blue. It is definitely blue, more blue than clear. Next, silver gray. It's a little purple. Kind of like that purpley shade. So when I was a kid, it was a thing old ladies would put in their hair, like to tone them different colors. One was purple, one was blue, one was pink. And this kind of reminds me of like the shade of that purple. Light cyan blue, kind of a jump. Next, cyan blue. I like that light cyan and cyan are next to each other. Kind of helps see. They're very close, but they are different. I almost feel like the light cyan is a hair more green. It's not that it's lighter, it's a little more green. Next, Aegean blue. Another Etsy sale. Let's see. Ooh, $1.80. So this is a 2-pager. The Prismacolor gradient sheet. Woohoo! Ooh, somebody in the United Kingdom. I'm always impressed, like when there's like overseas ones. Now they're digital downloads, so it really doesn't matter where in the world you are. But yeah, that's exciting. 2 sales so far during this live stream. That's super exciting. This one will be up soon. Next, smoky blue. Got a little bit of violet in it, not much, kind of leaning indigo. Next, Celadon. Greenish blue. Almost finished with this tray. Gonna get to move on. Inky gray. It's definitely gray. Like I picture when I hear the word inky, like I think of like really dark, deep black, but it says inky gray. Definitely that is in the gray family. Next, sapphire blue. Well, the next one's kind of an outlier on this tray. I feel like it didn't have anywhere else to go, so they stuck it here. See, it says dark brownish gray. Kind of jump in there with some brown. A nice sapphire. Okay, dark brownish gray. Definitely brown. See some gray in there too. I think it's a very good description. Okay, another tray done. Let's get the next one, which is solidly blue. It is blue with the side of blue. Some interesting color names on here. But it is all blue. Do the flyby. See? It is very much blue. now in the last half. Let's get over a little bit here. Take a drink of coffee. And we'll start with pale blue. I think it's a very good color, pale blue. It's what it sounds like. Bondi blue, I'm not exactly sure what that means. I knocked my, yes, I did. I knocked my, there we go. I'm really good at accidentally unplugging my computer. I accidentally unplugged it. So Bondi blue right here, it's very pale. Next, pastel turquoise. Powder blue. Okay, pastel blue. A little darker than pale. Next, dust blue. Next, cloud blue. Next, peacock blue. Cerulean blue. next, Byzantium, another color that doesn't really have a defined shade. Like, to say this looks like that, this looks like Byzantium. Next, aqua blue, slightly different than aqua green. And here is the Kalour blue that is not all capital, unlike the Kalour green. It's interesting because I was comparing them to the packaging, and neither Kalour blue nor Kalour green are the same color as the packaging. So, next, fluorescent light blue. You guys remember this one didn't glow. None of the blues glowed. Next, light sky blue. Next, cyan. Next, sky blue. Look, the sun did come out. It was gray this morning. I'm happy to see some sunshine. Cypress blue. Next, fluorescent sky blue, another one that does not fluoresce. If you've worked with fluorescent pencils before, you kind of know that especially blues have like a feeling to them, like they feel a little weird. This, I kind of had a feeling that it wasn't going to fluoresce even before I tested it, just because it didn't have that feeling as a pencil. It's like it felt like a normal blue pencil. Next is shallow blue. Interesting term. That means in the set we have a pastel, a pale, and a shallow. Okay. Oh, and there's also light. This is light primary blue. It's light, pastel, pale, and shallow. Next, plain old blue. Next, Oxford blue. Truly is nice. Yes, several of them have. Oxford blue, not the AP blue. Intense blue. Next, royal blue. Next is light sapphire. Next, fluorescent indigo. Next, primary blue. Violet Lake. Fluorescent blue. Okay, brilliant blue. Next, deep blue. Next, Dodger blue. If you're an LA fan. Are they still in LA? I think they are. I lose track. Usually in Brooklyn. mineral blue. Next, dark Prussian blue. Next, denim blue. Next, cobalt blue. Okay, next, Yale blue. Ink blue. It is pretty close to, like, if you think about the ink color that was like in the inexpensive Bic, like crystal pens. Next, gray blue. Next, navy blue. Okay, there we go. 7 and 8 done. Just means still 9, 10. My printer did a horrible job printing these, by the way. They're all over the place. And then 11, 12, and 13. That's one of the things is like your printer pulling these through. The lines are straight on the document, but when your printer pulls, it can shift the paper a little bit. And so the lines feel like they're dancing. It's like they are totally straight. I can tell you the way the document's created, they can't not be straight. So, but yeah, that will finish it for today. I'm going to have to take a break. My shoulder's hurting. I've got that meeting coming up in a little bit. So, it for today. Probably be working on this a little bit tomorrow as well to get these done. And then something new to finish out the week. I'm not for sure 100% what it'll be. I'm trying to decide. So, be getting ready for that. So, that'll be Thursday, Friday. That's something fun. Something different. So, anyway, that's for today. Hopefully, if you are still watching at this point, you've given the video a like. And maybe share it with somebody you think might enjoy getting to hang out as well. And subscribe. You know, I'd like to have you here regularly. I'll show you see pencils a little more interesting than the blank sheet. But that is it. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.